Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out my channel. You're watching Divinely Guided, and this is Pilar. I am so sorry it has taken me so long to get my Aries and Sagittarius and Leo, my my fire signs videos done. I've had some technical difficulties, so I am going to try and hurry and wrap these up for you guys so you have some information for the remainder of your month. And I am going to do 2019 December, Sagittarius, remainder of December energy forecast. This is going to be on my playlist of Learn Tarot with me. I'm doing this because I am fairly new to tarot, and so I thought it would be a great way to introduce myself to the YouTube world and to the tarot world, and hopefully to help people who are also other people who are learning tarot to step into their power and learn with me. All right. So this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody. This is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this doesn't resonate, you guys, feel free to check out the other videos and for your signs and see what they have to say and see what other messages you can get based off of those signs. Okay, they may resonate with you a little bit more. All right. Just quick FYI, I do have 2 large dogs. If they start barking, I apologize in advance. All right. And yeah, so this is for December 2019, the remainder of energy forecast for Sagittarius. Spirit, what other messages do you have? Oh, wow. Okay, so it looks like this one came out, and this one came out. Okay. I only need 3 more. This one's on the table. I'm going to take that one. That one was next. And then this one was next. Oh, wow, Sagittarius. Okay. Alright. Bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Let's see what this is going to tell us. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to tell you guys, and I kind of forgot what it was, so I apologize. If it comes to me, I will let you guys know. Oh, I do remember now. I am using this book. It is very helpful. It is helping me to learn these spreads, these new spreads that, well, not the new spreads, they're not very new at all, but they're the most common spreads in tarot. I am using this to help me to learn the position, what each position of the cards means, as well as cards that I'm not aware of, what they mean. So if there is something that I'm not all the way sure of what it's speaking to, then I will refer to the book. But I usually do really good at, pulling the energy of the collective from the cards, through the cards, and so it's just a matter of me being able to interpret this energy. Okay. So, Sagittarius, remainder of December 2019, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's get started here. So, the center of the spread here, we have your current situation. This is the 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the 6 of Swords basically speaks to having a major decision, knowing which direction you're going to go, setting out on that path, and taking with you only what's important, leaving behind the rest. Okay, this card is in reverse, so this either means you are not yet ready to do that, or this means that this is something internal that you're dealing with. You are ready to, but maybe not yet. It's on your heart to make this move, to make this decision. It's something you need to do to move forward, but you're not doing it yet. Okay, so let's see what else. The thing that's crossing it is you have the challenges, you know, collaborating with other people. You have a third party situation here, maybe. All right, there's 3. So maybe you are in your head about the fact that you are going to have to make this decision, and you haven't made it yet, but it is an internal thought because there's something going on here. A possible third party situation. You're dealing with other people. Maybe these other people are keeping you from making this decision. Okay. Okay. And so, you know, up here in your conscious mind, your higher self is, well, you're having a tower moment. You're pretty distraught. You are, you're over it. You're ready to make your jump. You know, everything's just falling apart. And so Sagittarius, or, you know, Sagittarius is ready to, you know, they're really contemplating this next move because, you know, they're over it. They're having this tower moment, okay? Your subconscious mind, you're having a tower moment. Everything's crumbling down, okay? But understand that when you have this tower moment, it's your opportunity for rebuilding, right? So know that, okay? Your recent past is the 6 of Wands. You know, you had, you were, you know, feeling victorious in the recent past. So let's see why, you know, let's see what this Wands, the 6 of Wands is speaking to, because if it's victory, but it's in the recent past, I kind of want to make sure. Okay, so this says the 6 restores harmony in the 6 of Wands. Your achievements are finally recognized, and the struggles of the previous card are resolved. This time, it's a time when you can feel proud and enjoy the acclaim of others, and the traditional meaning for this card include victory, conquest, and success. This is a card of leadership, accomplishment, and ambitions fulfilled, and also of the need to acknowledge the support of others in achieving your goal. Your victory is the result of your efforts and the efforts of those around you. Okay. So that explains why. So you have, you know, the people around you who have, who you've been working with. You know, you were feeling a sense of accomplishment, all right? And you feel like maybe you're not quite sure where to go with, you know, what to go next, all right? And that's why you're having this tower moment. Like, okay, yeah, you're feeling great, but man, or maybe you were feeling great and, you know, now things were falling apart. You were feeling great. Now all of a sudden things are falling apart because of other people in your life. And you haven't made a move from that yet. Okay? You haven't stepped away from that yet. You're in your head about this still. Okay, let's see what this future card speaks to. This is the future card, you guys, in this position. It's the King of Wands. Okay? King of Wands is, you know, the master of its suit, right? So this is a card of commitment and dedication and having determination to achieve your goals. It can mean giving service to something greater than yourself, such as your family or wider community, and accepting that the hard work and responsibility are worth it. It may mean that you have chosen your direction and are happy to do whatever it takes to get there. However, it can also symbolize feeling burdened, as if you've taken on too much and can no longer see the way forward clearly. Gotcha. Yep, that makes perfect sense, right? So you were feeling really good, right, about things. Then all of a sudden, something started happening, right, dealing with other people, and now you're stuck in your head, right, because things are falling apart. All right, let's see what your subconscious mind is. This is your subconscious mind. And I'm sorry, you guys. You know what? I'm still learning this, and so I feel like I'm all over the place with how I do it, but I feel like it happens for a reason, you know, as I'm putting the pieces of this puzzle together. Okay, so this is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, you know, your mind's racing. Yeah, I bet it is. Sounds like you got a little bit of a situation going on here. Let me just read this card and see what it says. Okay, so your subconscious mind, right? It's a Knight of Wands. Okay, this is setting off on a quest purely for the joy of taking action. Oops, I'm sorry. That's the Knight of Wands. I need the Knight of Swords. I was gonna say, because I actually already read that on the Aquarius, and I was like, that's not what this is. And that's what I was saying, that, you know, the swords is air, right? That's your thoughts. You're in your head, right? Your mind's racing. You can see the Knight of Swords is, you know, his mind's racing. He's going fast, right? Okay. So the Knight is on a quest to fight for the truth and welcomes conflict as an opportunity to get closer to that truth. He is courageous and clever and always ready to defend his ideas in honor and always on the move. He has strong powers of logic and reason, often seeing the world as black and white and acting accordingly. Quick thinking and even impulsive, he has the courage of his convictions to point that he may struggle to let go of an idea even when it is proven wrong. He thinks quickly but not necessarily deeply and may choose action based on a half-developed idea or carefully planned strategy. His insistence on logic and objectivity may mean that he lacks tact and empathy with others, sometimes writing roughshod over, I don't know what that, sometimes basically running over individuals and their needs in order to achieve his goals. So that's in your subconscious mind. You may not realize that you're doing that. Okay? That might be why everything's falling apart, right? You may have been in your ego because things were going great, right? Things were going great and you didn't just because things get great, you don't want to get stuck, right? You can't, it's not going to be, that moment is gone. I know, okay, this is going to sound bad, but when everything goes great for you, I know we want to reside in that place, right? But that moment is gone and you have to keep moving forward. This is saying that the current situation is saying that you were not moving forward. You were not continuing to do, what you needed to do in order to maintain, your level of victory or your confidence, or maybe your ego got in the way and you're like, I don't need to do anything else. It's like when you make that winning touchdown in high school and you talk about it for the rest of your life, but what have you done lately? You know what I mean? Kind of situation, right? And you have people around you who, you have people around you who you're having to collaborate with, but if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, naturally it's going to allow things, you're going to step into a tower moment, right? But and if you're stepping on other people's toes, it's no wonder that you're feeling like this and you're stuck in your head. Okay? Let go of that ego here, Sagittarius. It's not going to get you where you want it to. As you can see, you're going through a tower moment. Now, like I said though, with the tower moment, it's an opportunity to learn, to rebuild, and to grow, right? So you're going to come out of this. You're going to come out of this. And up here, this tells you that the end result is your 10 of Cups, right? So I know that you're going to come out of it because Spirit is telling us that. And, but just, it's a learning curve, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? As long as you actually learn from it, okay? You have your near future here. Okay, you have the King of Wands. Let me just see what this is talking about. You know what? I think I already read it, you guys. I'm sorry. I've been all over the place learning these things, or these spreads. And it seems like each time I end up doing it a little differently because of, you know, I get off on this tangent, you know. But I guess that's the way it's supposed to be if you're just reading the energy of the cards, you know, like you feel it, right? Like you literally get involved with the situation and you feel it. And so, you know, I guess that means I'm hopefully doing it right. Okay, so the King of Wands is an assertive and charismatic leader willing to take chances and inspire action in others. He clearly expresses his creative imagination and is good at bringing his vision into reality. Unlike the Queen, he is not keen on working behind the scenes or in pursuit of someone else's vision, preferring to inspire others to help him bring his own vision into reality. He is good at influencing others and may become domineering, refusing to compromise his vision. Okay, so listen, you got a whole lot going on here. All right, stepping on people's toes, compromising, you're doing what you need to do to influence others, okay? Refusing to compromise. And that's why you're having this Tower moment. If you continue to do this, which is kind of, you know, saying that might be the case in the near future. Again, let me remind you, we all have free will, so you have the ability to change that, okay? The good thing about this, though, is that it does say that you will always take charge and shape the situation in the way that you want, or in a way that which advances your own plans, which we're aware of because you've already shown a whole lot of success, right? You have. So you're very capable of this. You are going to make some changes, right? And so just be aware of not stepping on people's toes in order to get to your 10 of Cups, okay? Because you have this, collaborating with the Three of Pentacles here is, working with other people, okay? Working with other people. And then over here, you have the Three of Cups. You're celebrating with these people, okay? We'll go into that more in just a second, okay? So down here is how your thoughts are, with regards to this overall situation. And you have the Four of Swords, all right? You're tired, but actually this is in reverse. So you're coming out of that energy. You're coming out of feeling tired, which is a good thing, because if you are feeling tired of this situation, then you will make the moves that you need to make in the near future to better your situation, which, again, you're going to be successful. It's just your approach. It's just, you changing your perspective on how to deal with your situation, not stepping on people's toes, in order to gain your own victory. Okay. All right, so this next card right here is your external influences, is the Knight of Cups, all right? Let me just read this because I haven't had this come up in a reading before. The Knight of Cups is a romantic daydreamer, sensitive, and fond of poetry and flights of fancy. In some ways, he is the knight closest to chivalry and divine inspiration of medieval knights, risking all for the love of an idealistic dream. He feels intensely and may come across quite dramatic at times and unable to see beyond his overwhelming feelings and his need to express them. He is charismatic, the kind of person others are drawn to, but may also be given to illusion or deception of himself as well as others. Unlike the wand and the sword knight, the horse is usually shown standing still. As for him, the action and the movement take place on an inner level. Okay, this is your emotions. Okay, his quest of the heart, the quest for true love or devotion and service to a higher being or ideal. So your external influences, are basically there's a lot of intense feelings going on here, okay? There's a lot of intense feelings going on, is what I'm getting. This is a very high stress situation I see, right? But you're coming out of it. You're definitely coming out of it, okay? You're starting to potentially see the errors of your ways, but don't forget to, to make those moves. Take with you the lessons that you've learned that are important in order to grow and, better your situation, all right? Because, this is saying that, this is also saying this is an, chivalry, right? Chivalry is kindness and, presenting yourself to be a respectable person, acting in a respectable manner, things like that, okay? Of course, chivalry, pertaining to dating generally is where we think about this, but it doesn't necessarily have to be towards dating, you know what I mean? You can be chivalrous in your situation as well, okay? Show some chivalry. Okay, so this card up here is your hopes and fears. Okay, this is your Three of Cups. Okay. Celebrate good times, come on. Or celebration time, is that what it says? Sorry. I do not own the rights to that song, as you know. I just want to make sure because, I see on YouTube all the time people are talking about they don't own the rights to certain things and they get in trouble for singing songs that are copyrighted and stuff like that. It's like, dang, can't I just like universal music? Our music is universal. I can, you know what I mean? I know you're picking up what I'm putting down. So we are looking for the Three of Cups here. Just want to make sure I give you the best insight for this. Okay, so the Three of Cups traditionally symbolizes friendships and social connections, feeling positive and enjoying life. It's a card of abundant emotions, celebrating with loved ones, feeling connected and happy. The gifts of joy, laughter bring just as much inner growth and change for us as do suffering and painful emotions. So yeah, you're going through a lot of change, Sagittarius. You really, really are. And you are going to be able to celebrate with people, and that is going to help you to grow just as much as this situation is going to, okay? This is a challenging situation. I can feel it for you. But know that when you come out of it, your people are still going to be there for you. They're still going to celebrate with you. And, they just want you to learn from this experience and grow from it as much as you would from, the positive things that happen in your life. Okay? It's okay to go through challenges and, as long as you learn where you can grow from things and make those changes, then they're not in vain. You know what I mean? Then you might be being a jerk or something, being controlling and domineering, as I said in the cards. But as long as you learn from it, you can be forgiven. People will forgive you and they'll continue to want to grow with you, right? I know that I recently had my own experience with that, learning a little bit about myself and where I had room to grow and errors in my ways. And, as a result, being open to changing and growing from that, even though it was hurtful to hear it, I learned a lot about it. I learned a lot from my situation. So that's all I'm saying. And then guess what? The final outcome is the Ten of Cups, right? You're going to have your big happy family. You're going to be emotionally fulfilled. You're going to have the love and support that you need, and you're going to have your financial abundance. You're going to be abundant, okay, Sagittarius? So that's pretty awesome. There's always a reason why we go through things, and there's always a lesson, and, at the bottom of the deck, the message is, is to basically don't be afraid to to look outside of your current world and let go of the things that are no longer serving you, and to grow. Look beyond what you are used to doing, all right, to allow room for growth. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that resonates with you guys. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you guys would like a personal reading for more information, then please feel free to send me an email. I will put my email address in the notification box or the description box listed below. All right, thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day.